One race down in the Verizon IndyCar Series here in St. Pete. Robin Miller joins us as he will throughout the course of the season, especially in the month of May. But let's talk about what happened today. What did happen today?
Well, we went from Penske sweeping the first 4 spots to just sweeping the first 2 spots, and we went from Will Power, who dominated the weekend, instead of winning, finishing second, because he had kind of a slow pit stop on the last stop, and Montoya did a hell of a job on black tires staying with him. So Montoya had a better pit stop, had a really good outlap, and then when Will made his one try to make a pass, he wasn't
turn 10.
Yeah, in turn 10, he wasn't alongside of him, and he said, you know, it was the one chance I had.
I thought that was a risky move. I mean, heck, he could have taken out both guys.
Well, he would have, and then he would have not got invited to the Penske Christmas party. That would have been the first thing that happened to him. He'd have been taking a bus instead of the Penske team plane. But I think, you know, you interviewed him. Look how disappointed. I mean, the guy finishes second, leads most laps, wins the pole, but it ain't good enough, man. When you're used to winning and you dominate the weekend and don't win, that real race driver should be upset.
He puts this very fragile smile on. Hey, great second, but you know.
Well, he said, like, he tried to look like he was happy.
Right.
His Carlos Huertas impersonation, it sucked. It was terrible. But I think the thing that's interesting is Montoya and the fans. You know, we're in Florida, so his home's Miami, and there were definitely loud all the way around.
Colombian fans
when he took the lead. I mean, and we'd love to see American fans like that about American drivers. They could win a race.
Yeah. Let's talk about all the debris, though, out there. A lot of front wings damaged, a lot of rear wing. I mean, the only guys making money on this are Honda and Chevrolet, right?
Honda and Chevrolet, they spent all the money. Now, Tony Kanaan says he thinks that's okay because guys were getting too aggressive because the old wings didn't fold up. My contention is you don't want 25 laps of yellow to pick up pieces of debris.
Right.
And he didn't throw it a couple times when it was a little bit offline. But you just don't. It's tough enough sometimes to get people to watch races. You don't want to watch 5 laps of yellow picking up pieces of cars.
Don't give them an excuse to flip away.
Don't give them an excuse to watch Michigan State in overtime.
That was pretty good, too, though.
Yeah, that was not a bad game.
So what can be done? I mean, at this point, nothing, right? The drivers just have to learn to live with this.
Here's the other thing we got to worry about. We don't have to worry because you got a job. But me as an old man, I just hope this Aero Kit thing doesn't upset the balance of competition, because last year we had 11 different winners. The year before we had 10 different winners. And Penske did their homework, great job. We understand all that, but we don't want to see Mercedes in Formula One. We don't want to see them win every race and run 1, 2, 3, or nobody's going to watch this thing.
Here's the thing: you shouldn't be shocked by the team that's got 50% ownership of Villamore to do well in a Chevrolet.
No, you shouldn't. You should never be shocked, since he's the one that made sure that General Motors came here.
But Honda, to their credit, they said this weekend, hey, look, our emphasis is the Indy 500. We're going to build everything around doing something in May. So let's see what happens before we really pass judgment. Let's see what happens in May.
Well, and don't forget, Ryan Hunter-Reay saved the bacon last year by winning Indy for Honda, and that was about the only highlight they had. So, you know, they haven't re-upped for a long time, so it's important for them to make sure they win some races. And, you know, Graham Rahal was going to finish 4th or 5th today. He had a good run going, and he got into Charlie Kimball. He would have been Honda's bright, shining light.
Do you have a hat you can throw to these guys behind you?
No, I thought they don't want my hat. It's nasty.
Maybe they want my hat.
They do.
It's nasty, too. Trust me.
I know.
On to race 2, New Orleans. Back to you guys in the studio. Victory Lane on a street course. It's been a while for the Colombian Juan Pablo Montoya. It's really a Penske party with Tony Kanaan mixed in. The story of the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg coming up on Sunday Sports Extra.